Now in this question, we need to find out the complexity of this program. We can see there are two for loops given, and this is nothing but this for loop is under the body of first for loop. So how to unroll this? How do you find out what will be the complexity of this program? Whenever you have any program where nested loops are there, how do you calculate complexity? It is very simple. Simply check whether these two loops are independent or dependent to each other. If these two loops are independent, no need to think anything. Simply check how many times your first loop is going to run, how many times your second loop is going to run, and simply multiply those two, and those many times this printf statement is going to be executed. Are you getting my point? Whenever nested loop is given and you need to find out the complexity of that problem, so simply check if both these loops are independent to each other. That means simply calculate how many times this loop is going to run, how many times this loop is going to run, and simply multiply these two, and you will get to know how many times this printf statement is going to run. Let us take this out. This loop I is equals to 1 to 1 n. This is independently going to run. This loop j has nothing to do with first loop, so this is also an independent loop. So first loop is going to run n time, second loop is going to run n time. So how many times this printf statement is going to be executed? Simply multiply these two, n into n, that is equal to order of n square time. That means this is going to run how many times? N square time. Let me take one example so that you can understand whatever we are talking is correct or not. Let me take n is equals to 3. Let me take n is equals to 3. So how this loop is going to run? First time I will become 1. We'll check the condition. Condition is true, then we'll come inside this loop. Now we cannot go here until and unless whatever is written inside the body of this for loop is not going to be executed. That means we need to execute all these things, then only we can go for I plus plus. That means whenever we'll come out from here, then only I can go for I plus plus. Now think about this. We'll come here, again we have got a for loop, j is equals to 1, j less than n. What is n? 3. We took n is equals to what? 3. So this condition is true. We'll come here and we'll print Amit for the first time. So j is equals to 1. We have got 1 Amit. After printing Amit, we are still in the second loop. We'll go here and we'll update the value. J will become 2. This condition, check. Condition is true. We'll again come inside and we'll print Amit again. After printing Amit, we'll go back again j plus plus, j will become 3. This condition is going to be true. Whenever this condition is true, we'll come inside and we'll again print Amit. Now j is going to be 4. Then we'll check the condition. This condition is going to be false. So the moment this condition is going to be false, we'll come outside this from this inner loop. Once you'll come outside from this loop, you will go to outer loop, and I will become what? 2. Now just have a look. When I is equals to 1, how many times Amit is getting printed? 3 times. Why? Because the inner loop has to run what? 3. 1, 2, 3. So definitely this printf statement is going to be executed how many times? 3 times. In the very same order, when I is equals to 2, condition is going to be true, and again will come inside, and this Amit is going to be printed again how many times? 3 times. In the same way, whenever j is going to be 4, we'll go outside and we'll increase the value of I by 3. And again, we'll come inside, we'll print Amit 3 times. After that, j will become 4, we'll go outside, I will become 4. And this condition is going to be false, will come out. So in total, how many times Amit is going to be printed? 9 times. Simple. So if you are calculating complexity of any program where nested loop is there, simply calculate. If both loops are independent to each other, simply calculate how many time outer loop is going to run and how many time internal loop is going to run or inner loop is going to run. Simply multiply those things, and that's all you will get the result. Thank you. We'll see the next example in the